It's 18. This guy right here. Right fucking here. Hello everyone, and welcome to Charisma Explains It All. This will be a 5th edition D&D stream, and we are excited to have you here. Our group is made up of friends and family that wanted to play another campaign and really get into it and have a lot of laughs. Not really follow rules so much, but really let our charisma shine. I mean, the DM, the GM, whatever, wants the rules to shine, but no one likes that guy. Alright, so, my name is Nathan. I also go by Creepy Uncle Ray. Some of you may know me. But I will not be either one of those people in this campaign. I will be Rufus Weatherby, and I will be a naked halfling barbarian. I'm a simple man, or a simple halfling, I should say. Came from a simple family, work on a simple farm, and everything was nice and simple with my wife and 2 children until one day I came back from that simple living to find out my house was burned down, possibly with my wife and children in it. So that was not very great or simple. If you're looking at me, I'm not really big in stature. I'm only 3 foot nothing, 45 pounds total, 35 pounds total. I have brown hair, brown eyes, brown skin, but mostly working inside the farm. And if you couldn't quite tell, I may look like I have a lot of tanning oil on. I kind of have this little greasy sweat to me. My hair's slicked back nice and tight. And anytime I get really upset, my skin turns a bright pink and it looks like my skin is hardened, and for some reason the grease and oil just seems to have vanished. It's weird, but when I'm having a good time, that grease is dripping and flowing. So enough about me. I'm going to throw it over to the only female in the group. Take it away.
Are you sure? I really want to hear more about your grease.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Okay. My name's Maddie, and I will be playing a character named Araza. It is Araza, again, DM. And my character, pay attention. My character is a 21-year-old medium stature tiefling who is an arcane trickster rogue. I like to see what kind of trouble I can get into. I have light blue-gray skin. My eyes are red, and my hair is purple, really short. Think of like an undercut type style with streaks of black. So I look pretty cool. Definitely intimidating. And my history is that I worked with royal families. I was part of the entertainment for a royal and their family from what my mother taught me. And I got really sick of doing that. I felt like I had a lot more potential. And my mom, who was trying to push me into this family business, saw that I didn't have any interest for it, and told me to go on, get into some trouble, and then come back and take my rightful place being kind of an entertainer for the royal family. So that's what I'm doing. I'm out seeing what kind of trouble I can get into.
Oh, thank you very much, Maddie. We're going to throw it all the way to the left-hand corner for those watching at home. Admiral, could you please?
Hello, I am Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Playing Admiral Tim. I grew up in a traveling family band who went to circuses and played in cities all over the world, but I am tired of doing that now. I want to go on adventures where I don't know if I'll come back. I'm fine with that. I've traveled everywhere. I've seen everything except adventure. Everything I've done has been safe, and I no longer want to live that life. I want to go out, adventure, have fun, and that's me, Admiral Tim.
Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that very much. And we are going to throw it over to our other spectacle gentleman, Bort, if you would.
Hi there. My name's John, and for this campaign, I will be playing as Bortfrid Moonbrook, otherwise known as Bort. I'm a half-elf wizard, age 11, although I will turn 12 in a fortnight. I come from a noble background. My father is Varys Moonbrook, an elven nobleman. You may have heard of him. My mother, Mar Brightwood, was a human diplomat. And so they had a son named Carrick, who grew up to become a very powerful warlock. And then they had me. I'm a pale, sickly child with raven black hair. I don't care too much about studies, but I do like practicing magic and getting people to do things for me. I usually am escorted by my Major Domo Barnaby, and so he will be joining us along on this campaign.
Well, thank you, Bort and
Okay.
Barnaby. At some point, I'm sure we'll meet him. And now we throw it over to the least favorite person out there, the one who makes us follow the rules, Mr. GM Hotbagger. Go ahead.
Hey, welcome everybody to this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. This is a free campaign on Roll20. It is called the Master's Vault. So anybody who's interested in playing D&D or DMing, you can actually sign up for Roll20.net for free and actually get this campaign and all the materials that come with it. And the cool thing about it is your campaign will not be the same as this one because every campaign is different because of the people you play with. Also, we're playing customized characters, whereas the campaign has pre-generated characters. Whenever you do that, it adds in backgrounds and elements of them that they bring to the table, their characters bring to the table that's different. So it's a great way to start, and normally campaigns are not as well done. As you can see, there's a very nice map of where we are. So do that in a second. First off, I'm going to take care of some technical issues that we're having here. So Maddie's having some trouble with her saving throws. When you click on the text, nothing happens in your character sheet. Is that correct?
Speak.
She muted herself.
I can see that.
I can click on the text and I can add numbers. So I need to get out of edit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
how do I do?
there should be a cog in the
Okay.
top right corner.
Uh-huh.
So where are you editing numbers?
Like if I try to do a strength or a charisma check.
So I'm able to do it. Why are you not able to do it? It's very interesting. So this is just a feature of Roll20 where you have a character sheet. Rufus, if you want to pull up yours so people can see what we're talking about. But if you click on the
I'd have to
words,
add in a whole other window, but I can bring it up. So
oh,
I can
you don't
see
have
it.
your character sheet up?
Mm,
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
even
don't
if I
click on
have it
that
up,
cog.
yeah, then I can see
Just
it.
click on Core Azara, sorry. And then you can click on the word strength or the word constitution. You know.
That's where it is. Okay. I got you.
Okay.
We're ready
Cool.
to roll. Sorry.
Awesome. So we are going to start this campaign from the beginning. I do want to do a real quick before I actually start recap. You guys did a little short trial session.
Which you
that
can
we
go
did
and find
record.
on Creepy Uncle Ray 77's stream. That was where the test was
Yeah.
done. It's still up there, so
Episode
anyone can
0.
watch it. It's only an hour and a half. It's really bad, but you should watch it.
So
It's
some of the
only an
detail,
Felt like hours.
some of the details that
Thanks.
we do need to know is that all 4 of you have been selected by the master. Her name is Alaria Feywing, and she is a very old elf, and you went through training with her, and you were with her for 6 months before she gave you your first real task. And at that time, you guys were all the people you just said you were. But now, another 6 months have passed. So some people are not the age they just claim to be, which is important to know.
Wow, throw
Happy
him right under the
birthday, I'm
bus.
12.
Hey! That Fortnite thing is over, so we don't have to worry about that anymore, thank goodness.
So first off, thanks to everybody who's watching, and sorry that I will be doing some reading tonight, and I'm not great at that, doing it out loud. I'll also be doing voices, and my face might get red. So let's do this.
Just
You
a
guys
typical
ready?
Saturday night for you. Yeah, I'm ready.
That's every
Alright.
day of the week.
Also, be ready to role play. Be ready to try things, and don't be afraid to ask what to do. It can be very straightforward, or it can be as intense or as crazy or as fun as you guys want it to be. I will try not to hold you back as much as possible, as long as you're not like, we're going to murder the whole city. Please don't do that. That's really hard to retcon. You just die, and then the campaign's
That's not canon. Hotbagger, just to let you know, I've already checked. I have a -1 for performance, so I'll be using that a lot.
Oh, nice.
Great.
I
Great,
can't
great, great.
wait.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We're also going to be testing some music, so we'll see how this goes.
Fancy!
Like, I don't want it to be too loud, so I'll be adjusting those levels as we go. Okay. So here on your map, welcome to Parabor, a frontier village of diverse miners and adventurers. This community's economy is fueled by silver that's mined from the Karagun Range, mithril from the Icebound Peaks, and explorers who scout the Vale for treasure. As you can see, the Karagun Range has cut Parabor and the Marian Vale off from the rest of the kingdom of Skylark, where King Raziel Fortwith II rules a very prosperous civilization. While the small village falls under his domain, he largely ignores the village. Its operations are in the hands of the governess, Judith Seagardner, who keeps a small guard and can raise a large militia if any trouble comes to town. She lets the villagers keep to themselves, coming around with her guards once a year to collect taxes. The dangerous jobs and the remote locations of Parabor attract more than miners and adventurers. Plenty of people running from something, could it be the law, a shady past, an angry ex-lover, come to Parabor as a refuge from their previous life. This is a village where people ask, where are you going? Not where you came from. 3 days ago, Alaria Feywing, the renowned mentor of many famous adventurers, died. She was
I'm
known
out.
in the Marian Vale as the Master. Excuse me. And you guys were her final pupils. The ancient elf who taught you secrets of combat, magic, and wilderness survival passed away in her sleep on the same night that she told you your training was complete. Whoa, what happened to my music? Okay, there we go. You hadn't even begun to look for work or think about your next steps when news of her death came. Though the master was over 800 years old, she was lithe and energetic. It seemed she could live for another 8 centuries. Per the instructions of her last will and testament, Alaria was buried quickly in a very simple ceremony. And while many of the people of Parabor came to see the master laid to rest, you were her only students available to attend because of such short notice. Golana, the local dwarf priest who runs the Holy Beacon, that's a temple of God to Lux, a god of light, asked each of you to say a few words about Ilaria in eulogy by sharing your favorite memory of the unexpected lessons the elf taught you. What memory did you share at the funeral?
Are you talking to someone in particular? Pick one.
I'll take any volunteers.
I will
I don't like
volunteer.
to put people on the spot. All right, Rufus.
Do you want me to do the speech I gave? Because I'll do it.
Do it.
Sure, you do a little.
it.
Yeah, we are at the funeral, and you guys are shocked and sad, and you've been asked to speak a memory. And it can be
Let me get my Visine.
simple or good. Sure.
Okay. I'm good. All right. How do you say her last name?
You can just call her the Master. That's
Okay.
what most people
Okay.
refer to her as.
All right, I'll do that. All right.
Master Shredder.
So when I came here, the master took me in without any question, understanding that I really needed to control my rage, and she understood me more than most people do, coming from a simple town, done by a simple farm, and not really knowing what I was going to do with myself, and was just so engulfed in rage. Someday I'll see you soon, Master. I'm not crying, you're crying.
We're all crying.
Looks like it's raining on his face.
All up and down.
I hope that's right.
So Rufus, steps down from this little platform, and who wants to walk up next? Let's go in reverse alphabetical order, which would be Bort.
Well, I was going to say we have two A's and then Bort.
What's left for there to say about the master? She was a very kind woman to me, even when my classmates would take me to the lavatories and dunk my head in the loo. She would always stick up for me, and afterwards give me some crumpets. And Master Feywing, I made these crumpets for you, and I made them with love. And so here is one final crumpet, and just for old time's sake, Rufus, my head is yours to dunk, or not to dunk.
It's really hard to dunk him, too. He's like 2 feet taller than I am at 12.
You're really strong.
No, actually, not if you look at my case machine.
He's stronger. I mean, you're stronger than he is, so
Yeah.
you got that going for you.
Well, I guess that's it from me. So thank you, Master.
Very moving, Bort.
Thank you, Bort. That was wonderful.
I don't know if I can
As we
get
can
through this.
see, many. Yeah, as we can, the crowd is hooked on every word you guys are saying, because you knew her most recently better than anybody else. So to hear these personal stories is drawing them out, and they also get to learn that you guys, every group of students has some struggles to go through in the beginning, it appears. So that's good to know. All right, Azara, you're up.
So there is a crowd beyond just us. Like, our other students were
Yes.
but there are several people here.
You guys are the only students, but many people in the village have come, or from the town have come. Bort's parents are probably there. At least they might have sent at least a servant to take notes for them. But more likely than not, Bort's mother is there. The master is well renowned. She's famous not just here, throughout all of Skylark. So
I sashay kind of onto the platform. I assume there's a platform. If there's not,
There's just the coffin. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, there's a small platform.
I sashay onto the platform. I know that this time is very hard for everybody, but what you may not know is that I, Azara, have a special bond with the Master. Beyond what you think, I was not just her student. Despite the differences in our looks, I was like a child, nay, more than like a child to the Master. I was a descendant from her line, which is why she took me in so freely. I have papers that I can produce to show that I descend from her, and
Show us the documents.
and
Show us your
she wanted
papers.
me to take over her estate. So I will take that burden.
I don't I don't know. This feels real
People
weird
are-
for you to make this claim right now.
So the crowd has there's this weird murmuring that takes place throughout the crowd, and obviously the priest that's there, which kind of running the ceremony, kind of just gives a glare, and everybody settles down, and Admiral Tim walks up.
When I came to meet the master, I didn't know what I was coming to. I had heard about it in my travels with my family, but never really understood. You have to be with the master to understand who she actually is. She teaches us everything possible that we would ever need in our lives. She taught me to use my skills as a musician to make myself a better person, to help my friends. She made me have friends. I've never had friends. I've only had my family growing up. And
There's just weeping in the audience.
and with that said, I'm going to pull out my bagpipe and play a little song she taught me. Do you want me to roll
Do you have one?
I was really hoping he would just hum one, if nothing else.
I mean, I can play my music really loud and it would probably sound terrible.
Do it.
You know what? Let's do this instead. Let's do a performance roll,
Okay.
and then we will see how.
Oh, I rolled really good on the second one. Dang.
Okay, so you do play well. You're trained.
I'm just so overcome with emotion.
Let the GM do his job.
and it's nice, but it's just kind of maybe the wrong beat. Maybe it's a little more upbeat than people were expecting it to be. Yeah. So, I was actually trying to stall so I could play this. And people are like, okay, all right. Maybe not so. So you kind of feel the crowd after a little.
I get up and I'm saluting
Yeah.
while he's playing.
So after a little bit of playing, you're like you stop and but for the most part, it's very touching. So at this time, it was our song. So at this point, kind of, you guys are actually inside the Holy Beacon where this is taking place. You're at the front of this temple, and everybody's kind of shuffling out and going. And as you are exiting the Holy Beacon, Yelsa Hodwick, the only solicitor currently working in Parabor, approaches. The middle-aged gnome woman pushes up her half-moon spectacles, wiping tears from her eyes, and embraces you one by one, barely holding back from hysterical tears. Miss Faywing spoke fondly of all of you. In fact, you are all mentioned in her last will and testament.
Told you.
If you have time today, I know it's a lot to ask, but
Well,
Yelsa,
we're kind of carrying the body out
cannot-
right now. Can you just wait like 2 seconds while we do this?
you guys aren't doing that.
Oh.
You're not. Yelsa cannot finish her sentence as tears finally come. She walks away from you, honking into a handkerchief. Please stop by later. She managed to get out through the tears.
I mean,
And with
I don't think we were able to get
and
what's going on, so sure.
with that, the funeral is over at this point, and you guys are just kind of in the middle of Parabor, shell-shocked and on your own.
Bort, you have any
Without
more
the
of
master.
those crumpets? What the hell did you say you had? What were those?
I ate them and buried the rest with her.
I can see that the train right over there. Might have to take a walk, Bort.
Well, I don't know. What do we do next? Where do we go from here? Fellow graduates?
I could go for a bite to eat, and then we can go see what that lady has to say.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was hoping Bort still had those things that he makes. It's the one thing he's good at.
Can we get real food, like some meat?
I mean, I'm not opposed to meat, but I figured they were just available.
Yes. Shall we go to our favorite place?
I guess.
What is the name of our favorite place, Bort?
Oh, you know.
No, I
The Rowdy Room is a very common
Is
tavern.
the rowdy room safe
The
for a
ra-
12-year-old?
He's with me. He's fine.
right, because you do all the protecting around here.
Yes. I like
Well,
the
I mean,
in the back.
Let's keep in mind that Bort is one, known throughout the city. Two, Barnaby is there,
Oh, that's right. Your servant.
and Barnaby's very quiet at this point.
What is Bort known
And
around the city for? Crumpets?
Huh?
What is Bort known around the city for?
his family is
His manservant?
nobles.
My father is very well known around
Yeah.
around these parts.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even have a family.
so you guys know of several key spots, and if you and this is one of those things where like you guys could just ask the DM or ask me, hey, what do we know? Where can we go eat? Of what I have created or what's actually written in this guide is the Rowdy Room, is a tavern you can go to if you would like to.
I mean, sure.
Let's go have a drink on the master. For the master.
I don't think Bort can get one. Maybe we'll have Barnaby take Bort's shot for him.
I didn't say a shot. I said a drink. He could drink some tea.
He looks really parched, so maybe yes.
Crumpets.
I'll drink my regular glass of milk and crumpets.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
All right. So, you guys are head to the Rowdy Room. So, as you open the door, you're greeted by the smell of stale ale and roasting meat. A loud crash draws your attention to the center room where two human miners brawl on the ground. Behind the bar, a woman with a long black braid and a tattooed arm gives a loud laugh at the fight. The door to the kitchen swings open, and a wiry blue-haired woman wearing an apron and wielding a rolling pin like a club dashes in and starts beating the drunken brawlers. All right. Break it up, you fools. The blue-haired woman bellows as the miners stumble to the opposite corners of the room, clearly terrified of the chef. She turns to the woman behind the bar and says, "Really, Zara? It's too early for this," before storming off into the kitchen. The bartender just laughs harder. And you guys are in the rowdy room.
The name really is spot on.
Not my usual crowd, but well, this is
You're
all.
12. Get over it. Yeah, let's just take this table here in the corner. That was open, right?
Yeah, so you guys head over to the corner table. As Bort's walking up, Barnaby dashes in front of him and takes out a handkerchief and wipes down a seat, and then kind of steps to the side to allow Bort to sit.
Barnaby,
Your seat, Master Bolt.
Barnaby,
thank
we're
you,
all
Barnaby.
gonna sit. What the hell, man? You could have just got all of us.
Well,
I just sit down like it's not a problem. Just like,
Me too. And as
Come on,
I
Rufus.
do, I kind of scan the room to see kind of the flavor of the people. See,
Sure, it's actually a smaller crowd. It's a little early in the day, but there may be more people here than normal because the master's passing. So there's a lot of whispers about her legends and her stories that people are kind of retelling or reliving. If they had any interactions with her. But for the most part, it's minors. Maybe
Like
a
for
few
people who dig, or like young ones like Bort. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, a few people that mostly people that dig.
are they
Who,
dwarves?
huh?
Are they dwarves?
They're dwarves, mostly humans, but there's not a huge crowd here, but it's a small crowd, and they're probably back from a mining trip, and so today's a day off that they can have a couple of drinks as early as they are now. So
Roughly what time was it?
10?
we're gonna say afternoon.
Early afternoon. All right.
Yeah, early afternoon.
Or a person nearby that can give us a drink?
Yeah, I stand on top of the table and wave down the barmaid. See,
I could have just stood up and gotten more.
I mean, we got
attention.
the same effect.
Get off the table, Rufus.
Fine.
Zara, who you guys heard, which is a girl with the dark hair and the tattoos on her arm, sees you guys wave at her down, and she waves you down.
What's her name?
Zara.
Okay. So my name.
Someone's
was
getting
not the
real
name.
upset there for a second. Oh boy.
Just
Yeah. My bad. Could have changed it. Didn't. Sorry.
Didn't care enough to change it, but nailed it.
Too busy focused on other stuff.
is she beckoning us over?
that's what it seems like.
Well, let us go.
Why can't she come over here? All right, let's go.
Whatever. Let's just go.
Miss Zara?
What,
Miss
Jav?
Zara? Yes, did you want something from us?
Look like you want something from me. But
Yeah.
I ain't walking out from this bar. Otherwise, these miners come over, try to take the beer for free.
You're adorable.
Well, we're ready to make our order. So
What do you
I'll have my regular goat's milk with a little sprinkling of cinnamon.
We
and-
call that baby juice. Let me go get that for you.
Oh, you nailed that on the head, Hagatha. What the hell your name is?
12. I'm not a baby.
Yeah,
Could've
no,
fooled
I
me.
see that you're older than a baby, but you drink like a baby. That's why we call it baby juice.
I kind of just I knocked Bort's shoulder and said, "It's all right, man. Just let it go."
She really broke that down for you, though, huh? Took you down a peg.
I'll be at
Zara.
the table.
I'll take your darkest ale.
That's my girl. I like your name, by the way. And I'm Australian now.
Oi!
She quickly gets that and turns around. Looks like she looks up as she starts to pour milk and make Bort's drink.
Rufus?
Anything else?
I'll take a little bit of your strongest. I need something today.
Oi, are you looking for like the hard stuff, or are you just looking for a dark ale?
I think you know what I mean.
He doesn't really want to commit to the ale. Just get him an ale. Get him an ale, and I'll take.
So she walks over and you see her fill up a big mug of this dark ale, and then she walks over and she grabs this thin, skinny glass, and you see her take a bottle that doesn't have any label on it. Open up the cork with her mouth, fill up the thing, and then she drops it in and hands it to you. And quickly it starts to foam up, and it's about to spill over the counter.
All right, well, I think that means I should just destroy it real quick.
Cheers.
Yep.
Zara, can I just get some of the hard stuff? Maybe some fire water.
Sure thing, sure thing. She just gives you a small glass with
And I reach up to grab it off the bar. Thank you.
Once he has his drink, I climb up on the nearest stool and raise my glass and yell, "To the master!" to everyone in the bar.
And you get a few people that are like, "To the master!" and take their
Huzzah!
drink. You know, there's always one of those guys that was just in the fight. Like, "Ugh."
And then I jump down.
I down my drink right after she jumps down.
I was in the middle of doing that, and I had to kind of just go like that. Yeah.
Forgot to keep my rowdy room music on / sound effects. So, you want any meat or food?
Yeah, I'll take both meat and food.
Right.
No left.
Get right on that.
All right, thank you.
Raylan, order meat and food.
Make that 2?
Is that the soup of the day?
We're gonna need a bunch here. We need 2.
Yeah, I'll take some meat too.
No food for her though, just meat.
Just meat.
Just meat. The essentials.
All right, I'm telling we're shouting at her. I gotta go and tell. Is there anything else before I
You
go
wouldn't
in and
have
talk
any
to her?
crumpets, would you?
Yes, and I do have a gluten allergy, so do you have any wheat-free crumpets?
Aren't you wizard? Can't you just magically make it okay for your belly?
That's
I mean, she kind of has a point.
that's not how it works.
Yeah, I don't know how you know how gluten works. All right, I'll see what we got.
It gives him a
I think
rumbly in
that-
his tumbly.
See what we got. Hey, Raylan, baby juice wants some baby food. So she goes to the edge of the bar where the door is, and she says a couple things. You shout, and you see her like 3, no 3, and then she comes back to the counter, and you guys can head back to the table.
Barnaby
I'll be
will
up in a
bring us
minute.
our food.
All right, I'm gonna
Thank
go
you,
sit
Barnaby.
down.
Yeah, so Barnaby just stays at the bar waiting for the food, and he'll bring it to us.
Okay.
I can get used to
Maybe.
this.
Yeah. I kind of give Barnaby a nice little punch on the shoulder and thanks.
Oh, thank you for that sign of affection, ma'am.
It's the most
Oh
I've
yeah,
been
just so
touched in
everybody knows,
years.
Sure
John
thing.
will be doing the voice of Bort and Barnaby.
Yeah,
I will
double
not be
duty.
doing that NPC. So after a couple minutes, almost too fast, like the food's ready, like the meat is ready.
Oh man, it was under a
and
hot lamp again.
So Raylan comes up. Raylan comes out, blue hair, and she's got this tray, and she comes out. She's like, "Where's this going?" Barnaby kind of just raises his hand, and she's like,
Yes.
"That's gonna be 6 times 4.
24, mum.
Yeah, 24, 24 copper, please." She kind of
I
mumbles.
paid you up at the bar.
I take the money for the food, not the drink.
I left it at the bar. It's up there. You can,
Azara, how many times you been here? how many times you come to the rowdy room? You know you pay for drinks at the bar and you pay food to me.
Well, sorry,
If
we
you
were at
want
the
this
bar
meat-
and we were.
Are you at the bar? Are you at the bar?
Why are you shouting at me from your table? Barnaby, take this away. And he goes back.
Oh, yes, thank you, Mom.
Oh, you're not at the table yet.
It's all good.
Oh boy.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys you're in the rowdy room. You are having some undescribed meat. There is a small bowl you assume is gluten-free porridge, I guess. I don't know. For Bort. And then there are some other things that resemble vegetables that have been cooked and also cut in weird angles, probably to remove rot before being cooked.
It's a normal thing where I come from. It's fine.
It adds character and disease.
I eat some of the meat, not the vegetables.
Not like we have back at the manor.
So
But
what do
it's
you
okay.
Tastes like meat and food. Who
what do you
knew?
guys think? Should we go talk to that lady who was sobbing at the?
What was her
you know?
name again?
So you mentioned that you have documentation.
Yelsa.
Can I see that documentation
Oh yeah, sure.
now?
Yeah,
Just put it right here on the table.
Like, do you have it now?
yeah, it's right here. Let's pull it out.
All right,
What
so
does it say? Can you read this for me?
so Azara whips out a bunch of forms, Bort, that you're not really familiar with.
Well, he is 12.
It has obviously
It's true. Yeah.
it has a lot to do, but you do pick up like there does seem like there's something in there about a title. There's definitely something about proof of identity, and there's some official like signatures on it. And she just had these ready to go. So at a quick glance, I mean, this looks like a very official that she has some documentation to back her claim.
Yes, I'm not trying to get away with anything. I just was trying to be honest. I quickly pick them up and put them back, and I just thought everyone should know.
Well, how long have you known?
Since she picked me up at the corner.
Well,
You used to work
why
the
wouldn't you-
corner? What?
Yeah, I was performing
Oh!
as I do because I'm a performer.
Did you work at night?
No,
Oh, it's weird.
mostly during the day, mid-afternoon, early evening.
Late after. Oh, you had the
not
really
safe
crappy shift. I got it.
For a lady to be out at night in some of the areas.
Lady? Okay.
Excuse me.
No, I something of the food just kind of got caught.
Rufus, are you alluding to something that I don't understand?
No.
Can you please explain it to me?
Bort, it's going to go right over my head. Don't worry about it, Bort. It's just way up there.
Is that because you're short, or
I need a rim shot.
Yeah, so again, Azara, why didn't you tell us before?
I don't know. I didn't want you guys to feel like she liked you any less and I was her favorite, or that, basically, yeah, that I was her favorite.
So at this time, Bort, I'm going to allow you, because you asked for the papers, to do an insight check. Which should be under skills.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So just so you know, you're based on the documentation that she flashed and her confidence, you're pretty sure she's telling the truth.
It looks legit, guys.
See?
Okay, Bort.
thank you, 12-year-old.
Look, it doesn't mean anything now. I'm sad that she's gone, but I just don't want people to take over her estate and take all of her things because they think that she doesn't have anybody meaningful. However, it sounds like she had a will, so maybe we should go talk to this this gnome lady and see what she's got. I don't know if she seems legit, but maybe we should go in with a plan, or what do you guys think?
Like, what kind of plan? What do you think's gonna happen?
What if she's a con artist?
Yeah, we'd hate to have one of those around.
It's
You
okay to
don't know
laugh.
me?
I didn't say you at all. I just said one in general. Yeah, I mean, we can always have our guard up.
Yeah, I can ask for papers for
Bort's
documentation.
really good at
That
really
always works.
figuring this
Really
stuff.
good at
Yeah,
it.
he's really good at it.
Great
It's
plan.
fantastic.
Yep,
Good.
he's all over it.
I mean, who would say no to it? Who would say no to a 12-year-old? Like,
I mean, if a 12-year-old asked for my papers, I'd be like, here you go.
I just don't
here you
remember
go.
the master ever talking about this lady. So I just was wondering if you guys had. I have no reason to believe that she has ill intentions. And then, yeah.
Well, I think you'll
Yeah.
want to talk right now, aren't you?
What do you mean?
About holding things back, about not being so forthcoming.
Look, it's been great learning with you guys, but I have no reason to tell you my life story.
It's fine. I mean,
But all the nights we bonded, Zara, the nights that I told you my hopes and dreams.
What were those? I don't remember.
Perhaps it's for the best. Let's move on.
Poor Bort. Poor Bort.
Bort just got gutted.
Okay.
Come on,
It looks
Bort.
like everyone's done eating.
Yeah, I say
You
we
guys
just
wanna
let's
head
just
over now?
yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
might as well just get it over with.
All right. Excuse my coughing. I apologize. Okay, so you guys are heading out of here, and you're heading over to the Parabor Solicitor's office. So, as you leave the sounds of the rowdy room, you do hear Zara yell at somebody again, and then laugh as you make your way over. So, to Yelsa's shop. So a small bell rings in the doorframe as you enter the solicitor's office. The smell of paper twinges in your nose. Neatly stacked books and files seem to fill every shelf, table, and available surface on the gnome's crowded workspace. Thank you so much for coming, Yelsa's voice chips shakily behind her desk. The gnome scurries off her chair and says, "Oh, excuse me. I seriously need to file these." She picks up the papers off the seats of 3 chairs and a couch, sets them across from her desk. "Now, may I offer you all some tea?"
Sure, I'll
I'm
take
good.
one.
Yes, please.
And I kind of lay down on the couch with my feet over the
Barnaby.
side and
Brushes off one of the chairs, and then I take a seat.
Just
Yeah.
Barnaby doesn't get down as like a footstool, does he?
No.
That's good.
He pulls a table up as a footstool.
Okay, so after she gets you guys tea and you're settled, so Yelsa unseals a small envelope with EF pressed into its wax seal. As she pulls forth the letter within, the gnome speaks in a grave tone. "Now, as I said at the service, Ilaria included you in her last will and testament. She has no family, and you are the only people mentioned in the document.
which is like family.
She wanted me to read aloud and then give you the following instructions to take with you." So she collects herself for a second and she begins to talk. And then after a couple of sentences, her voice, you just can hear the words of Ilaria in this letter. And it says, she starts to read, "My gold has dwindled in 800 years, but there's some left. So be all ears. My mansion, my treasure are all yours. if you can open the last of my doors. The vault in the backyard is my final test. You must work together to complete this quest. The door can be opened with strength of mind, but before you attempt, find the tiles, all 9. 3 are hidden where she creeps and crawls. The one with 8 legs and venomous jaws. There are 3 entrusted to one born of dragons, who cannot be reached by boats or by wagons. 3 still buried with a friend long forgotten, who lingers long after her body is rotten. Unlock the vault, do not delay, for others are hunting my treasure this day. Every moment you wait puts people at risk, so take the task and please do be brisk. All will make sense when you open the vault and realize my death was not nature's fault.
Snap.
At the last line,
You figure something out, Bort? You got that one?
at the last line of the master's will, chokes up Yelsa, and she sucks in a breath to compose herself. What could all this mean? Illyria's property now belongs to all of you. That much is clear. All you remember is a stone trap door behind her mansion that was always locked and had no key. The door did have 9 squares. They were shaped in like divots in it. Perhaps this is the vault Illyria's poem refers to.
I mean, it would make
So-
sense.
Yeah, so Yelsa hands you guys the last will and testament, and if you guys click on the journal tab, you guys will see. You should see
Yeah, it popped right
some
up.
stuff.
Yep, I see it.
Pop right up.
So you should see Illyria's will and Illyria's memories. And I think now would be a really good time for you guys to take the time. Now, the will is literally what I just read.
Yeah. I was scrambling to write that out as you were talking.
I knew he was going to do this, so
Oh, yeah.
I almost started to write it. I'm like, nah, Chris has got something planned.
So I would say
that fast in my life.
if you guys want to take turns reading memory 1, 2, and 3, that you don't have to read that text. If you expand or scroll down, you can see it's typed out, which is a lot easier to read. So let's actually hear memory 1 from Admiral Tim. We have not heard him very much this evening, so let's get Brian's voice on the stream.
So you said, oh, okay, scroll all the way down. Memory 1.
Yeah.
Memory 1. If you travel up the Moranthi River, you'll find a waterfall coming down off the icebound peaks. Behind this waterfall is a cozy cave, but enter with caution. For inside layers Vixthra. She is a spider as large as an ogre with an unforgettable appetite. Now, why did I read the one about spiders? I hate spiders. Can we
Oh, my
not-
bad.
Can we not do the spiders? Can we just say not these 3? Or if there's 3 things here, I don't like spiders. Spiders are bad.
Is that your character or you?
both?
All right.
I had
who
a
won?
bad experience.
Okay.
Settle down. We get it.
Don't worry, Admiral Tim. We'll hold hands when we go in the cave.
Thank you, Board. I appreciate it.
Who would like to read memory 2?
I will.
Rufus.
No, Matt took it. Let Azara do it.
Sorry. I may be old, but I'm still an adventurer. I even climb the staircase cliffs from time to time. I have to. My dragonborn friend, Alcaeus Scavelia,
Thanks for taking this one.
won't climb down, so I must climb up. Trust me, his company and cooking are worth the effort.
That sounds like a good time. Hopefully, food's always good, right?
Rufus?
Sure. Of all my old pupils, I remember Helene Ordrun best. She was so passionate about adventuring. When she retired, she came back here to teach with me. So dedicated was she to me that even in death, her soul could not rest. That's probably why I remember her so well. Her ghost still haunts the Dolor forest where I buried her. My guilt drives me to see her, hoping to convince her to depart this world and be at rest. I fear as long as I'm alive, she will continue to haunt those woods. It can be impossible to find one's way through the Dolor forest, and that is why I marked the path to get to Helene's grave by carving my initials into the trees.
Question.
All right.
Okay, so the will was in verse, but her memories are in prose. What's the reasoning behind that?
You think there's a reason? Maybe that's just how she wanted to write.
Yeah, she's just a free thinker, bro. Get off her jock.
If you
So-
say so.
So I'll tell you.
What do you think, Bort?
I truly am befuddled.
I think she wanted to. So I just want to say, I think you guys, when you guys heard the poem, it's kind of sparked some of your memories, and so maybe she just made a very nice document that was considered her will, and she just wanted it to be fancy, but she didn't want to leave you completely stranded because obviously there's some importance behind this. So, so I think that she gave you guys more specific instructions, and as you guys read these memories of her, you guys know these stories, you know these people, you know these places. She has talked about them to you before, when talking about training and adventuring and things like that. So
It seems like
That satisfies me.
we kind of have to go in order, right? And the memories line up with the three different sets of three: the spiders, then the dragonborn, then the
In
the
the
lost
forest.
friend.
Yeah.
So it looks like Admiral Tim.
We gotta
Spider-
handle your little weakness first.
We can get it over with quickly, hopefully.
I
seems
hope this
pretty
thing isn't bigger than me.
Right, well, are we off to the Moranthi River?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
We need to get stuff,
Yeah, but
supplies.
we all packed. I feel like I'd be dressed for a funeral right now, not for an adventure.
I have my ceremonial bagpipe with me. I don't have my normal
You
bagpipe.
can tell. Look at all the nice ruins in it. It's really nice.
We don't have a lot of time. It seems like this is important. Why don't we take the evening, get rested up, get some supplies, and then head out in the morning? If
All right.
everyone's agreeable to traveling during the day.
Well, it told us to work as a team, so I mean, I don't really have many options here. Kind of came to get taught by the master, and she's dead. If you guys didn't notice.
Okay, Barnaby, will you please go and tell my parents that I shall be going on a journey. I don't know when I'll return. Yes, Master Bolt. I shall meet you back at the school. Very good, sir. And Bort walks. Or no, Barnaby walks.
Be careful.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bort walked out first, just like get out of my way.
okay, so you guys are gonna stay the night at the manor.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, because it's ours, right?
Yeah.
Seems like the smart thing to do.
And there are plenty of basic adventuring supplies for you there. If there's anything specific that you're looking for, you may have to go buy it at a local store. But
Is there anyone else at the manor, like any other like servants or things like that?
nope.
Sorry, I keep hearing children.
Well, Bort's right there. I mean,
Yeah, I'm right here.
If you wouldn't mind, when we get to the manor, you guys can come with me, but I kind of want to go look at that door and kind of get a lay of the land again, because I remember stuff about it, but I thought maybe we should look at it again and see if that's really what it is.
okay.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Like now? I mean,
I'm there.
Good job, guys. So, where is it? Trying to find. So yeah, you guys come. Okay, I thought there was a description here. There's really not. But basically, on the back porch of her manor, where you guys have rocked and rested after training, you can see the lake. There is obviously some grassland there, and there is this like flat like door apparently. It looks like stone or metal, and there are 9 little square notches in it. And there's no handle. There's no. It clearly looks like there's the opening to a structure potentially, but you've never really given it any mind. It's just always kind of been there.
Well, I've never noticed that before.
This looks like this could be it.
I would like to do a history check
Okay.
on the door. Okay.
I'll have to keep scrolling to find it.
Okay. Let's see here. Scored an 11.
What exactly are you looking to find in this history check?
Just any kind of, I guess, recognizable symbols, or I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I just want to see, like, does it? I just want to know about it.
Sure. So,
just give me every description that you have.
yeah.
Read the damn page. Oh, sorry.
No, there's really not much to tell you. What you do remember is you do draw memory from the master talking to you about how she loved to enchant things. Small little magics trapped in inanimate objects that would activate under the right certain situations. And as you're kind of think about, oh, I have to find these tiles, and you see these notches, it just seems very natural, like memory to go back to. But for the most part, it's just a mysterious trap door in the backyard. It's right in the center. You've never seen it opened. Yeah. And the notches are in a single row across the center of the door.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what do the notches look like?
Does it look like it could be opened with anything? Like in particular besides...
Just like flat wall door with 9 little notches.
Yeah, in the
middle?
ground. Yes.
Oh, so it's like...
Oh.
In the middle of the ground, yep.
So there's
Gotcha.
not like a lock that I could...
Nope.
Okay.
It's like a trap door that does not have a handle or a keyhole or anything. It just is. It's just got these 5 or 9 notches.
How big are they? Like square, like little squares?
Yeah, like a square
could
that
put
you could
in
hold
our
in your hand.
pocket?
I
Like,
mean,
will they be easy to bring back?
yeah, they're not
Transport.
huge. They're not huge. They could fit in a medium-sized hand. You know, Rufus might have to 2-hand one.
Yeah.
Because he's small.
Never
But
Son of a...
tiny little man thing.
but they're decent size. Think of like a large coaster.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Well, anything else before we head off to bed?
I think we got everything we need, right, as far as info from this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready for bed.
All right. I'll see you guys at the break of dawn, then. Night.
Okay.
All right. So you guys all go to your rooms for the evening. Real quick, I just need your guys' passive perceptions.
Let's see. Mine is 13.
So like passive wisdom, perception.
Yeah. Yep.
11.
11.
11. What'd you say yours was, Rufus?
13.
Ooh.
The best number.
Azara?
Tell me where it is.
If you scroll
It'll be underneath all
down
of your
underneath
skills.
the skills, yep.
Oh, there it is. 10.
I swear, if I have the highest perception, I'm going to get in trouble.
Well, you just learned that.
Yep,
you
you
do.
can. Yeah. Okay.
We're in
So,
so much trouble.
you guys sleep through the night. No issues. The sun rises like it normally does. But you normally, when you wake up, there is the smell of breakfast and the sounds of somebody cooking. But they're not here this morning, as the master is no longer living here.
Barnaby, where's my breakfast? Barnaby?
So after a minute, he shuffles up to your door and gives it a light knock.
Yes, Master Bolt. Can I have some
And then-
breakfast, please?
And now we watch John play with himself.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Red
Sorry.
light. Red
Came out
light.
right.
That's a hard stop right there, sir.
So yeah, he'll go and he starts cooking.
Okay.
It's something that he was not allowed to do for you. One of your training things was like you guys all took turns cooking. You guys all took turns cleaning up. It wasn't just magic training that you guys went through. It was that. So he's just actually not used to this either. So he quickly gets to it and makes you guys all breakfast. A Barnaby breakfast.
Is it like porridge and stuff?
It's the
He
Barnaby
makes-
special. Yeah, what
Yeah.
is it? What's in the Barnaby special?
What's in the Barnaby? I mean, he goes probably overboard. He really dives into the pantry that's nearby and grabs more ingredients than she ever used. He's basically making the meal that he would be trained for a noble. So there's fruit, he cooks meat, there's eggs, there's bread. He's working on muffins. He's still cooking while you guys have already sat down and ate. He's going all out.
It's not like anybody's going to be here for a while.
This is more like it. I miss these home-cooked meals.
Just like Mom used to order.
Yeah, it was one of the
It's like
perks
Mom
of being
used to
with
have
the
Barnaby
Royals.
cake.
Okay.
I eat my own body weight in breakfast food because it's just this is the most elaborate breakfast I've ever had in my entire life.
I grab a couple pieces of fruit, like banana or apple, things like that, and then like 2 or 3 muffins and put them in my pack.
I can't walk. I've eaten so much. I'm just laying in the middle of the bench, just like, I'm dead.
Oh, Tim, you must practice moderation.
I don't want to.
I think Azara's got the right idea. I also grab some, basically make my pack full of 10 rations.
So you guys have your basic equipment that you did when you built your character.
Yep.
And you find all that here, so.
I'm dressed for the road in my furry loincloth and tea leaves. Let's do this.
Is there like a weapons store in town?
There is. Is there something specific you're looking for that you wouldn't have had gotten through your training?
I don't have a sling, and I wanted some kind of ranged weapon, and so I thought that would be something that like I would always want, but been told that I couldn't have.
Not until you're 12,
But now with
board.
the Master's Day.
Board, not until you're 12.
Which he is now. So
I guess.
Yeah, so you would be able to find that. There's like a small thing of there's a small thing of like room that's kind of like a quartermaster thing, like, or a barracks. It just has some basic equipment in it, some dull stuff, but there is a sling in there.
Okay, I'll take that.
That you can take that, and then I would say like 20 bullets. Usually what you'll find, and you can find that in the compendium.
Compendium.
You can search for sling. Don't take a +1, 2, or 3, and then you can take sling.
You can take the
bullets.
+4 one though, board. That's
That's
yeah.
not there because this is D&D basics. So I know Azar had to step away for a moment. So I will say one thing about Roll20: it is free, and you can use the D&D basic rules. So for those of you watching, it is not the complete player's handbook. Some of the characters and the things that some of the the characters and the choices that they made are from a full, complete player's handbook, which I do suggest you actually purchase and have with you when playing. Don't know where mine is. It's always good. So that you can get a lot more content and a lot more customization out of that when playing. So we have a sick daughter. Sad day.
No, it's fine. Actually, let's do a quick 2-minute break.
Okay.
So I will put us in break mode. All right, guys, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We will be back with more board bashing. All right, we are back from break. I hope you enjoyed that fantastic music that I picked out for everyone to enjoy and love. And yeah, so now that... Oh, hit this button. There we go.
Burp.
Board?
All right, take it away, GM.
Yeah, I didn't even. You set me up and like I didn't even introduce myself. My name's Chris. Like earlier, I was so focused on what I was gonna say. Okay, so you guys, if I heard you correctly, want to go check out this layer,
Lair.
Memory
Yes.
1.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, no, but yes.
You don't really have a choice, Tim.
I don't want to.
Don't mock me.
Okay.
That's my
So you
scared
guys-
voice. Just get really high. Really high
Right,
voice.
you're mocking me.
No, not at all.
So as you guys head out, oops, nope, almost played the wrong track. Whoa, woof.
That would have been terrible.
It was going to be the bagpipes again. So cool air blows off the lake as you walk in the grassy plains of the Mirian Vale. To the north and south, mountains rise high into the sky, full of silver and mithril. To the east, the dark of the Dolar forests rustles in the wind. Sorry, my dog made a weird noise and it scared me. I was like, because like Maddie's right here and I didn't understand what's happening. This is an unexplored valley of riches and danger that calls to so many who have made Parabor their home. And it takes you guys a while to get to Vixflair's lair. It's actually only like 2.3 miles, but you are on foot. As you travel there, you're muted, Maddie, just so you know. And as you approach, I don't know why the music got like that. You guys might have to scroll down the bottom of your page, but you hear a waterfall.
Right. Don't go chasing that, Azara.
Thanks, sport.
God,
So just as a
We'll end up in
test, can you
places.
make sure you guys can control your characters? I
Yep.
have updated with new characters
Sure can.
for some of you.
Is the one I can move mine?
Let's hope so.
Yes, yes, yeah. That is a the tiefling icon that doesn't match
Oh,
your
I have a
description of your
tail.
character, but yes, you do. So, I would say at this point, make a marching order, and then once you guys are in marching order, I'll need you all to make a wisdom or perception check.
Well, we know this isn't gonna go well. I'll be in the front of the room.
It's charisma explains it all, not wisdom explains it all.
Womp womp.
Somebody had to say it. Ooh, nice.
I mean, I guess I'm standing second in front.
Well, I'm here, right here, guys. This is me right here.
Why are you behind me then?
I'm not.
That's not.
I'm pink.
Oh.
Bless you.
Yeah, God bless you.
You couldn't hear that, could you?
No, you can see your violent
Just
twitching.
see your head bang into the waterfall.
You said wisdom, right?
So, Rufus, you notice that there is a small humanoid shadows moving behind the waterfall.
Oh, guys, we got some movement behind the water. I take out my short sword and shield, and I'm armed just in case, ready to strike.
I apparently also see them.
Yep, and so does Azara. They can all confirm.
Bort's just.
I'll take your word for it.
That's pretty lucky for a bonus of 0. Oh, wow. All of our perceptions are garbage.
Yeah.
You're right, Rufus.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to expose map and just let you guys move, and I would just move move how you want to, or if there's anything else you want to do. You will notice on yours that there's still kind of this grayed out area. The waterfall is blocking light because it creates a cover, basically.
All right. I mean, we should just kind of walk towards the waterfall, right? Okay, you guys can see that there's some open cavern back there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll follow you, man.
Yeah.
All
Lead
right.
the way.
Hold on. Just don't step on my feet. I don't walk very
My
fast.
instincts tell me to follow the smallest creature.
That seems fair. I'm gonna move slowly towards the waterfall.
Okay.
How close were the humanoid-looking things to the actual waterfall?
You saw like what looked like the shadow.
Just shadows,
And then
okay.
It was gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where exactly did we see the shadow? Can we see it on our map?
No,
Or is
I mean it was
like-
just on the other side of the waterfall, almost like
Gotcha.
somebody was walking past it.
I gotcha.
Okay. I'm just going in. Screw it.
Be careful.
All right. I'll let you guys know what happens. Ah!
Well, that was
so
way
the
far
waterfall does
ahead.
pose as difficult terrain. Just FYI.
There's no squares, so I don't know what the hell's going on over here.
You don't see any squares?
Not on the gray.
I
can on the grass.
Yeah,
I
I
see
can. Yeah, they're very faint on the gray because they're also gray.
I think I can see them. It's good enough.
Gotcha. I'll make them a little darker. I don't know if that makes it better or not.
No, it's fine. What? Oh, someone pinged.
Okay, so as you walk in, you see 5 gnome-sized lizard folk with canine-shaped heads. They're playing dice or roasting rats over a small fire in this room. As you enter, they grab their bows and daggers, screaming in high-pitched voices. Let's roll for initiative.
Cool.
All right, so here's how you roll for initiative.
Be friends.
We have to click ourselves first, right?
Well, hold on. Let me bring up the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. And we got to clear this out. Sorry, my computer is running slow on Roll20 for some reason.
Yeah, actually, Roll20's acting a little weird right now.
Okay. So, select your character, and then on your character sheet, click the initiative.
I did it right.
I'm just going to reveal a little bit more of this room. You
Damn it.
guys.
Nice.
Whew. I rolled a 1.
Oh boy.
Hashtag feeling it.
Yeah, you are. You're doing great.
What do we click on when so I have my icon clicked.
Yeah. Then.
Yep, so on your... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just go onto your character sheet.
Top middle.
Yeah, and right
Almost
above your
initiative.
hit points, and right next to your, in between your armor class and your speed, just click on the word initiative.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There we go.
Nice.
Whew.
4.15. What is going on?
Yeah, that happened. I have no idea.
Wow, amazingly, they're still going to go after us. That's terrible.
All right, so is everybody rolled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we will start combat.
Only problem?
Yeah.
I don't see the creatures.
No, I don't either.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
see them in there,
Do
but
you?
I see 2.
No. Those are craters.
Oh, I'm not zoomed in super far, so that would probably be why.
You probably don't see them because of Fog of War.
Yeah, we're not really in the room yet.
You're not really in the room
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
because they are on the correct layer.
Gotcha.
So, starting with
Bort.
Now, Bort, if you want, you don't have to walk in. You can hold your turn if you would like.
Yeah, I'm at the end, so I'm not gonna go running in there. I'll
Okay, do you
wait.
want to just move until other people, or hold an action until, just wait until later?
Yeah, I'm gonna let the other people go before me.
Okay. I'll just put you after your last party member. How about that?
Okay.
Alrighty. Admiral Tim.
All right, so can I get around him safely? Just like okay.
Yeah,
like
so you
that.
can walk through any ally space without.
Okay, so I'll
Any issue.
take a few steps forward just to get a lay of the land in here, see what's going on. And now I see everybody in here.
Do you guys also see it now that he's in there?
No.
No.
I don't even see his character.
You what?
I don't see his character. Actually, I'm the only one I can see right now.
Yeah, Nate's thing's like entirely gray. It looks kind of weird on the stream.
Oh, great. That's super helpful. All right, we'll just make this simpler then.
Just gonna turn on the entire room.
Hmm?
Just gonna turn the entire room on or something.
Basically, we're gonna remove all the dynamic lighting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
could not.
they're way back there.
I couldn't even see them. Like I couldn't see.
Yeah,
them.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, so it was weird. Cause like this is Tim, right in front of me. I couldn't even see
Yeah,
him.
that's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're good.
All right.
So let's see this guy over on the right here. And yeah, cast Vicious Mockery, which is a DC save of 13.
Ooh. Yeah. Against what?
This guy.
No. DC against like what am I rolling? So if you hit the spell, it'll tell me what to roll
Wisdom.
if you click on it. Wisdom. So I click on Wisdom, which they're super awesome at.
I feel like you're not telling the truth.
And he takes 1 damage.
1 whole damage.
But it's psychic damage.
So, as a bonus action, with Rufus next to me, we're going to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
I'm going to start playing on my drums. And no.
This is my jam.
kind of starting the beat off slowly, you know.
Okay. What's that do?
Reels rise me up, bro.
He gets to add a d6 to one of his rolls.
That's a 20-sided roll, right? Basically any D20 roll.
Right, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No damage rolls.
Yep.
Sure.
Attack,
Very cool.
ability, attack, or saving throw, but it has to be before you say pass or fail.
Cool.
All right.
So Emerald Tim goes in the room. He sees when he immediately starts to insult this kobold. But it's more than just words; it's magic, and you see him kind of cringe as he takes a little damage, and then he starts hitting up the drums for Rufus, and it is Rufus's turn.
Rufus can't get there. He cannot walk fast enough to get to anybody. There's no double moves in the 5th edition, right?
You can run.
Yes, there is actually.
Is there?
Isn't what spreading is that double your speed?
Yeah, it's just a hard run. You can't. It's not like a charge though, right? I can't do an attack after.
It's not. It is just a.
Unless that was an actual attack that you had.
No, it's not. So
I'm trying to find it right now because there's different types of.
All right, I'm just gonna move to where I pinged. 1, 2. Oops. Stop it.
Where did I put my player's handbook?
Right, that's here. 1, 2. Nope, I went too far. So yeah, I'm here, and out of nowhere, you just hear, and I'm just getting real raged out. I'm gonna go rage, and somehow, some way, all the tanning oil and grease just kind of drips off me, and I just get bright pink, and it looks like my skin's all cracked, but it looks like it's hard as a rock.
My drum beat is just insane right now because I can see
because
how
I'm getting
amped he
rock
is.
hard. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So I will say this right here is a pillar. It gets narrow at the top, but it is providing line of sight and coverage from some of these guys they'd have to move to attack. So, are you using a rage?
Yes, I'm using a rage.
Oh, okay.
That's why I clicked on it to throw it in there, so you knew.
I see that now.
Yep, no worries. And that'll be my turn, sir.
You are up.
All right. I hear a strange noise coming from one of my comrades. So I'm going to move.
I gave a power squat, too. I didn't mention that while I was raging.
I'm gonna move
Even though
right
you can't really
behind.
tell when I bend my knees, it's not much of a difference.
We can feel the.
Yeah,
We
it's
feel the
weird because
earth move
the
below our
rocks
feet.
the rocks are actually floating next to me. I'm so raged out.
I'm going to.
At level 1.
It's over 9,000.
What? That's not possible.
This first guy here that I'm pinging, I'm going to try to hit
Shoot
with
him.
my short bow.
These have terrible stats, guys. They're just terrible.
Good.
Terrible.
Ooh, you hit, and he dies.
Wow.
So I was going to use my sneak attack, but I guess I don't need to.
Yeah. So, would you like to describe how your arrow kills him?
I just run in and I kind of tumbled and then shot him square in the face. And then I turn around and I'm like, did you see that?
Yeah, we all saw it.
Nice
I
job.
haven't seen anything yet.
And I'm right next to the waterfall. So what? What?
All right, Bort, you are up.
Okay. How many So like movement wise, like
Each square is 5 feet.
each square is
Yeah,
5,
each
and this
square
is
is 5
difficult.
feet.
Yep.
terrain?
Yeah, you said the water was hard.
Walking through the waterfall would be,
Oh,
but
so,
you
like-
guys are just walking.
So
beside
here?
it, so you're
Inside
fine.
of it.
Okay,
Oh.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I were to drop back here, that's rough terrain, but I'm here.
hmm Oh, sorry, I just nailed my finger.
Happens.
Let's see. So if I'm here, I could see that guy, right?
What's your move?
30.
Yep, you can see him. Yep,
Okay.
clear shot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do fire bolt.
Firebolt.
And so I have my wand, and I see the kobold, and I, hold out the wand and shoot my firebolt.
Nice.
There's been a request from the chat, Hobegger, to stop fingering your mic if you could.
Yeah, I said I hit it accidentally. It happens.
Just saying. Just going by what the group chat's saying.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was scratching my chin. All right. So
What?
if you click,
Smack, smack, smack.
oh, you did hit it. Pff, my bad. All right. So that's a 17 versus AC, and that is going to hit.
Yeah.
And Bort claims his first victim.
Bort!
I killed a living thing.
Is that a boy?
Nice job, Bort.
Oh. Thought it would feel differently.
Yeah. So you hit this with the little magic bolt, and it's just like,
Like
It falls
better
over.
or worse? Like, I'm not sure where
What's
you're going
happening
with
here?
this.
Better one, better
No
two.
clue.
Better one, better two.
I'm not sure how I feel about all this.
Well, you're
All
in for a penny. You might as well be in for a pound, son.
Okay. So now we're gonna it's Kobold's turn. This guy's gonna move right here. He's gonna take out his short. Actually, they don't have short bows on their character sheet for some reason, even though they said they did. So we'll just use what they have here, which is a sling, and this is going to attack Bort.
Oh, Bort. Bort, duck!
That's a 14 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Okay, you take 4 bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning.
4 damage.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Hey, Dungeon Master can call it what he wants.
Yeah,
Give me
bludge
anything.
damage.
Bludge
Ow, that
damage.
hit.
Okay, then this guy is going to make an attack on Rufus. Same attack. They're all just using their slings, and
Which
I
one?
don't know why.
This guy way
This
back here?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is going to be 21 versus AC.
Ooh, that'll hit.
That's 6, and then this last guy is going to make an attack on Azara
No.
with his sling.
I remember when I'm raging, I only take half damage.
Oh, cool. 14 versus AC.
That's a miss.
Yes. Get wet.
What's your AC?
15.
Nice. All right. That's their round. Top of the round. Admiral Tim.
All right. So we got the 3 in the back, right?
Yes.
How close? Okay. So I'd take
Look
a
at him
couple.
using that tool. Look at him using those
Whoa.
tools, guys.
Yeah, he's a tool, all right.
Off the skills. So I'm just gonna take a couple steps forward just so I can get a better view of the room. Not that it's a huge room. Whatever. This kobold in the back here. Gonna do another vicious mockery of him. Another 1 whole damage. Great roll.
Hold on. Hold on.
He might be able to check that, son.
I might be able to save. And I rolled. I have all my rolls whispered to me. Just so you guys know. I rolled a 14.
Wow.
Jerk.
He hates you.
He's used to these insults.
He's heard them before.
All right.
Oh, by the way, do any of you guys speak Draconic?
No.
I don't think so.
No, common and halfling for me, sir.
Yeah, common and dwarvish for
I
myself.
speak Infernal. Are you sure it's not
They are
Infernal?
actually they do talk a little bit at this point in the fight. So, but you don't understand it. Okay. Anything else, Admiral Tim?
I'm good for now. I'm good.
Okay.
Continue playing my drum.
Rufus.
All right. Let's see. I'm really worried about the kid, even though I'll never say that out loud. 1, 2, 3. Can I stand on this bad boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it you went around that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went 1,
Good.
2. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
standing
you're
on the
good.
fire?
It's not a pit, is it?
It's not a pit.
Okay.
I thought it was like a fire.
All right.
It's like a little campfire. Kobolds do not like light, so it's barely enough to cook like
Okay.
a small rat. So
Oh, and I'm just gonna
Guys might
hack
be
out
like,
this
that's awesome, man.
this guy with my short sword.
Okay.
That's a 12. Oh wait.
that
Wait, I'm adding my d6.
I start jumping a little faster.
So that'll be a 14 because I rolled a 2 on my d6.
and that's a hit.
Yeah. Woo! 5 piercing right to the groin.
And he is dead.
And I had to reach up to get
Another
to his
fall,
groin.
yeah. Well, he's
It's
small too.
eye
You guys are
level.
the same size.
Yeah, I know. Kobolds are small.
They're gnomes. They're like gnome size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got him, boys! Let's go!
Next up is Azara.
Okay, I'm gonna move up just a little. And there's one here, right? Not 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
One back here.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm going for that first one that I hit. And I again am going to
If the labels are confusing you guys, I can turn off their names, just so you know.
No,
No,
that's
it's fine.
good. The labels are good. I just couldn't tell what that thing was in front of it. Boom sauce.
Nice.
And I say that. I say boom sauce.
He is super dead.
Can you get the boom sauce on the meat or the food at
Wait.
the rowdy room? I don't.
Where are you on
Right
here?
here. And then I spin.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see you move. I thought you were just shooting from where you were.
No, I moved.
Okay, so you actually can't make that shot.
Why?
Because you fall into a pit.
Oh, cool.
So
He did say he
as
was gonna
soon
kill
as
you
you
first.
walk, as soon as you take those steps forward, the a canvas that was laid over this pit appears, or obviously you fall into, and you're gonna take some damage.
I redact my boom sauce.
So we will do a quick damage roll here. It looks like you're gonna take 4 falling damage.
Cool.
Are you unconscious now?
So the pit is 10 feet deep, basically.
Okay.
That's a pretty deep pit.
Yeah. So you would not be able to actually see him.
Yeah.
Is the issue. Sorry, I didn't see you move. I'm kind of zoomed out, so let me zoom in here. That'll help. Bad DMing, guys. This is how to be a bad.
Is that
DM.
that's my turn, I take it.
Well, we're gonna say you didn't take the shot, so if you want, you can try and climb out of the pit.
Yeah, can I do an acrobatics check to get out? Or would that be
It's gonna be
Yes.
strength to climb out.
But you can't run and jump off the wall.
yeah. Like some
Sure, sure. You can parkour it, I guess.
I'm gonna
Let's do
parkour.
that. Yeah.
No, you're not gonna parkour it.
I'm just worried.
No.
It all happened so fast.
Yeah, you're a little sore.
You fell and you kind of just tried to get back up right away.
Yeah, you're a little sore. I mean, you had to stand up real quick, and then you tried to parkour, and running up a wall 10 feet high is a little bit higher than you thought it was going to be. So now it is Bort's turn.
Board.
So I move here, and I'm going for the kobold there.
Is that another pit trap, Hob?
Yeah,
I was just showing you. Where did you go? Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Because that thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me just showing you what the pit trap, what it looked like when she fell in.
Okay.
I just read the instructions here. That said that I should share that with you guys.
Thanks. Next time it might be more.
Does it just pop up on your screen, like in front of everything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just right in the middle of the screen.
It sure did.
Oh, no.
Might be better to do it when I actually fall in the pit next time.
All right, got it, guys. Thanks, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I'm
So
learning.
I'm gonna shoot another firebolt at the cobalt there. So take my wand and stick it out in front of me. Close my eyes. Shoot.
Ooh, it's a miss.
You
Bash
really
is back,
should
and you see it
look
hit.
to see where it's going.
Yeah, you see it hit this wall corner over here. And when it does, it kind of lights up for a second before it fizzes out, and you can see that there's a heavy curtain here at the back of the room.
Oh.
So,
All right. Cool.
okay, so it is now Kobold's turn. So this guy is going to make an attack on Rufus.
I'm here.
Which guy can you ping?
The one in the back.
Okay.
That's 11 versus AC.
That'll miss, sir.
Okay. Let me see here. 2. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. He's gonna attack you two with the sling. It's the other
Attack me?
Yep.
Okay.
Rufus again. 13 versus AC.
That's a miss.
Okay, and then after they attack, they both run away. Assuming I can select them. Apparently I can't. Oh, you know what helps? If I'm on the right.
You're at the selector tool.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay.
I stop playing. As soon as I see they're gone, I stop playing my drums.
Okay. I want to run over to the pit and
Yeah.
try to help Azara up.
Okay.
I'll do the same. Now, you said it was covered with like a cloth kind of thing.
That's all sunk into the ground now. So there's
Okay.
like a canvas in the in the pit with her,
Gotcha.
A
Okay.
tarp, even?
like a dirt covered canvas.
I try to get myself out again.
Okay. All right, awesome. You can hop out of the pit. You do it flamboyantly, and Bort and Admiral Tim both get to see you come exploding out.
Oh, I was wondering where you went.
There's a hole.
I see that now.
Okay.
Where'd they go?
They ran through this tarp thingy over here, straight ahead to the... What direction is that? North, south?
Sure, north.
All right, we'll go north. It's north.
Well, I'd say we should run after them, but I'm quite hurt.
I cast. How much are you missing? That'll determine which spell I use.
I'm down 5, which is more than half my health.
I will use Healing Word. Level 1.
400 HP.
Wow, that's powerful, man.
7.
That's the max I can roll.
Nice.
Hey, look at that.
I feel
Super
better.
healed. Cool.
Fort, are you okay?
Well, I have a little bruise on my head, but I think I'll be okay. Should we scavenge these corpses?
I don't know,
Real
Fort,
fast,
are
real
you-
fast, boy.
Are you,
Guys, keep in mind, he has been through
He
one.
was 11. He was so young.
Yeah, he grew up real quick. He went through training with you guys, so
It's
not.
Rife-
I mean, it's a
Rife-
little off-putting, but not at the same time.
We still find it really funny to hear it from a 12-year-old, even though we were expecting it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll let you take the first one, Bort.
Since it was his first kill.
Yeah, get your
Yeah.
hands dirty.
Yeah, I'm going to my first kill.
Okay, so you guys are finding basically just creatures. They've got a dagger on them and a sling, and it looks like they each have 5. They would have 5 bullets each. Obviously, some of them they all used a couple bullets, so you're only going to find a few sling bullets. But if you were to scavenge all of them, they each have a dagger. So there's 3 of them, and then they each have 2 or 3 bullets. If you want to take those, you can take.
Yeah, I'll take the bullets.
I don't have a ranged weapon, so I'll take the sling for now. Just
If there's any other bullets, I'll take some.
now, can we use like rocks as bullets in a sling, so we could just like pick up like decent sized rocks and use it, or does it have to be specifically like a certain ammo?
No, you could find a decent rock, but I'm gonna say that it would be destroyed right after you use it, where the bullets you might be able to get back
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds good.
I'm just staring at the corpse of the kobold I killed.
Cool.
Should we go after those guys so they don't warn other kobolds, or
Probably a good decision, but I think they might have heard me drumming by now. I was going pretty hard at
well, you were back near that waterfall for a little bit, so it's kind of drowning you out. I mean, I
True.
felt the beat. I felt it. It was really riling me up.
You stabbed a guy.
Yeah,
Let's
I did. I
okay.
killed him. It was crazy.
Okay, let's want to chase after them.
We can chase after
Okay,
him.
what's the marching order?
Make sure there's no traps.
I'll go first.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just sliding myself up.
Nope, you fell into a pit.
What did I just say?
If I can find it. There it is. They don't make that easy. So. D6 of damage.
I'm still
That's gonna be 2 damage.
I'm still raging, so I only take 1 damage
Okay. When does the rage end?
after a
Because
minute.
combat's over.
After a minute. So yeah, it would
That's
end
probably
like
been a minute by
now,
now.
basically.
Okay. 1 damage.
Him falling down knocks him out of his rage.
Okay.
Go.
This is 10
So-
feet tall. Oh, there's no.
I throw some rope down.
Throw a rope. I can handle this. And I'm gonna climb.
You still have to make a strength check.
Do we both have to make strength checks? Because he weighs 35 pounds. I can pull him up.
I rolled a
I mean-
15.
15's good with a
I can't pull him up.
Oh boy.
yeah, with a rope you're good. All right, so you get out. Tim almost falls in the process, but he's able to keep his feet up, and you do most of the work, Rufus. All right, what's the
As
marching order?
always, I'm at the front.
I'll follow behind going around. Now, do we see any traps in front of us?
You can do a perception check.
I'll help him look, so I'm going to do a perception check as well.
Yeah, you're up in front.
Where's my perception? It's only an 11, so it's real... Well, I mean, I helped, so...
Could have been worse.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's got like
Nice.
a 19 on that bad boy.
Yeah, you don't actually have to roll if you're going to help somebody. They just get advantage.
Oh, they just get the advantage. So he got a 19 anyways, like I said.
Yeah, so you get a 19. So there doesn't appear to be any traps in anywhere around you guys in this room.
Onward!
All right. So before we go through our normal, so what's going to happen is our normal stop time is going to be about 2 hours. So it's 10 o'clock now. I think this is a good place to call it for the evening. So I'd just like to say thank you to everyone out there. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Oops, I hit the wrong friggin' button. Yeah. So let me throw a couple things out there real quick. We are going to try and do this every other week. We're also going to be trying different and various things to kind of fill in some time slots so it's not a full 2 weeks off. So follow us, get and have the notifications enabled. What you should do to really figure out when we're going to go live and do different things, follow us on Instagram at Charisma EIA. On Twitter at Charisma Explain. You can, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the show at all, you can send us an email at charismaeia@gmail.com. If you like one of us more than the others, which I'm sure you all love me a lot, you can just follow us on Twitter individually. You go to Mad Eye Maddie for Maddie. It's MADEEY For John, you go to Mr. Stevens Wrights, and for our fabulous GM, it's Hobegger, HOBBEGGER. Brian is OMG, a polar bear, and then myself, I am just Creepy Uncle Ray. You can also find me at my own Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Creepy Uncle Ray 77. And as far as everything else goes, like I said, you'll get all the updates through those specific things. And that's it. Thanks for coming out for the first episode with us, guys. You can catch us, like I said, and definitely the show will kick back up in 2 weeks, which will be another Thursday night. And I really appreciate you guys coming out. You got something to say, Hobegger?
Actually, I don't think it will be in 2 weeks on Thursday.
No? Okay.
Because I did not plan. Yeah, I did not plan well.
Okay.
I have like 6 in the evening, but we will have one. Hopefully that one.
All right. Well, yeah. Follow us on those on Twitter and everything, because that's definitely where we're gonna have that information. Yeah. Again, like I said, thanks for coming out. If as of right now, we just want to get more followers. So if you guys enjoyed, this was the final episode. Wizen is saying, "Fuck you, Wizen."
Language. Jeez.
Look, it's 10 o'clock. The kids are definitely in bed by now. So please, everyone, share it with your friends and family. Hopefully you enjoyed this show. And yeah, from here on out, let your charisma shine. Have a good night.